All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Netfield Experience. This is your host, Joey McGinnis. I am looking forward to this conversation. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and I had through a close friend, somebody expressed interest on coming on the show. Got a question for the men, which is definitely something different for us. So I'm excited to introduce, which goes by Charlie, the Blacktistic woman. Did I get that right?
Blacktastic.
Blacktastic. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Blacktastic. Shame on me. Uh, a real quick, she's from the Shy, still says pop. So my Midwest folks, I had to check her authenticity. So she is authentic. So welcome to the show, Charlie. And then you want to tell us about yourself before we get rolling?
Um, yeah. Charlie from Chicago, live in North Carolina, loving life right now
Hey,
as
that's
a
what's up.
single black woman. Over
Okay, so that
40. Here
over
we are.
40. All
Over
right.
40.
So as I like to do, I literally we just it's a conversation. So one of the things I've been getting a lot of feedback is around dating and our age group and some of the challenges that come with that. Is anything that you want to kind of shed light, or you got a question for me on that note?
I think I think definitely going in the direction of maybe what do men expect dating after 40?
After four, okay,
I
that's
think
a good
that's a
one.
good question.
Yeah, it is. I would and having this conversation. So let's go back. I would say let's talk about the word dating. Um,
Mhm.
for me, well, for a lot of people, I say for me that's I start with that word. Um, so dating to me is more than one or two times out. That's me and you spending time. I see something, some potential in that, and given the time that I have and wanting to spend and getting to know you. Uh, but I'm not married to you when I'm dating. Um, that's a good point. Well, how do you look at it? How would you define dating?
I definitely think dating is like getting to know each other in
Hmm.
whatever magnitude, whether that's going out, talking on the phone, not texting, books, right? But like
Hmm.
having true conversation
Okay.
and
Okay.
actually spending time together, not just
Okay.
always on the phone. Like, right? Like, I just feel like people don't really date anymore.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. So you asked for over men on 40. So I mean, maybe I'm a little old school to an extent. I still think it's something to be said when you see a person or you hear their voice. And I know today's age it's a lot of social media, a lot of texting, and for me, I guess maybe the why or what guys expect. I speak for myself. Like I can't speak for I speak for my friends and more for me. Like I watch a lot. So if in me watching you and getting to know you, if it seems like there's this, and I don't know what it is on social media these days, and you got this perception of what dating is supposed to be like, and it's, I gotta be in a relationship because I see a lot of women, in my opinion, that make dating a challenge for a man over 40. Because call what it is, we kind of set in our ways. I think like if you're this age and you're not married and you're not dating, you probably spend some years by yourself, and your lane is your lane. All right.
Yeah.
So how do women over in that age group, I call it that, how do y'all interact with that? If you interact with a man that's over 40 and he's in his lane,
I mean, everybody's in their lane, right? But at the end of the
right?
day, our lanes have to meet somewhere
Right.
in order for us to
Okay.
date. Like if our lanes don't meet, then what are we doing? Wasting each other's time. Who wants to do that?
Mm, mm.
So our
So you
lanes
got
have to
red
meet.
flag. You got red flags when it comes to dating.
Now, when you say red flags, define it.
Oh, deal breakers. Like brother done something. You like, oh hell no, this ain't this ain't me. Let me back up out of this thing.
No, not really. I mean, I allow people to be who they are. I don't want anybody to change who they are in dating and
Okay.
what they like to do because I don't
Okay.
want to be changed. I don't want you to try to
Mm,
change me. So I'm good. If you want to date, hang out and do whatever, let's hang out.
mhm.
Let me see you for who you really are. Because I want you to see me, right? Deal
Okay.
breakers, I mean, not really. Not
Mm.
really. We all have
So,
something with us.
uh-huh. So
Everything
what?
ain't good.
So when you, and I don't know if you dating as we speak, is that conversation and them things? I mean, how soon do you want to have those conversations? If they're not red flags, and you're like, all right, we bringing some bags to the table at this age. I mean, and bags aren't always a bad thing, Charlie. I don't
Absolutely.
think that. But in that baggage is just certain things that you like. Oh yeah, good check, good check, good check. I remember this one because we all got it. You gonna hear some stuff. I know you got to hear it. Like,
I mean, I'm a
dang,
note taker. I just take notes and I watch how people
okay,
move. That's pretty much it. And sometimes everything ain't meant to be brought up. Like, you know what I mean? If
mm,
I'm gonna bring something up, it has to be worth it.
mm. So what do you expect a man at that point in his life? Like, what's the thought process in your opinion when it comes to a man over 40, over 50? I got viewers from my students, which is this not part of them, all the way up to 60 plus. And I think men in each of them brackets are moving differently, right? When it comes to dating. So
Mhm.
you asked the over 40 part. Um, what's been your experience with that age group?
Oh man, dating now is rough. Like it's
Speak
rough.
on it.
It's rough. People don't know what they want. You want
Okay.
it today, but then like if something else shiny comes along, everybody's willing to just veer off and go to the side and do something different. So I feel like nobody really is allowing that time to really get to know each other
Okay.
because the red flags, to your point, as soon as somebody see a red flag, you're ready to leave. But my thing is, everybody have red flags, no matter how you want to slice and dice them. It may be different measures of red flags, right? That people have. You got to know
Right.
which red flags you're willing to deal with and which ones you're not. So people not really invested in like taking time to get to know you, why you move the way you move, why you think the way you think, right? So
Mm.
you get two dates and then it's just like either I'm bored or whatever. I mean, I get bored fast. I do. I get
Okay.
bored fast.
You say you give him two? Not gotta get 2 days.
I mean, if I feel
Come
like
on.
it's not authentic, then what am I gonna waste my time for? If it's not authentic and I don't feel like you being like your true self, you know what I mean? Then
Right.
it's nothing there. I'm not gonna keep wasting my time, right? Like
Okay.
just be who you are.
Mm. Do you are does it matter the type of dates at this age? Are you like, I mean, I've heard some elaborate
No.
dates and I've heard, oh, I could do that. Like that's my lane.
Yeah, no, because I feel like the way you date is the way you're gonna treat them regardless after the date. Like
Mm.
you dating to get to know each other, right? So you want to feel comfortable with each other, and that's going to in tune show you how they're going to treat you if you guys take it to the next level and become one. I don't want you to put on a
Okay.
front and take me to do fine dining every time. That's not who you are. Don't do
And
it.
be you. Okay. So that's also when you ask me that question, hey, we say we're gonna be adults. I'm gonna put it out. So I,
Okay.
I haven't dated a ton since I got divorced. For different reasons. I think I went through a natural phase, probably more in my late 30s, early 40s, where it was all about my kids, and the
Hmm.
sacrifice was the dating part. Um, and then it's like now I'm at a point where I feel like if it's peace bringing to what I'm doing and vice versa, I'm more inclined to the dating thought process.
Hmm.
Um, but I think I got red flags. I I'm say what it is.
So what's your red
And I
flag?
think Okay. So for one, for one, I think I don't do well with drama. And if I get, if it's a whole lot of, rah, 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 and,
Mhm.
it's all of that, I'm like, we ain't even, we just getting to know each other. And because I feel like the relationships, the good ones, the ones I look at, the people and friends I know that go through those seasons, you're going to have your disagreements. You're going to get upset. And I'm already kind of calibrating, like my spectrum is moving like, all right, she upset with the damn waiter because of food whatnot. And we ready to cuss his ass out. Excuse my French. And excuse the dog in the back. My God.
It's good.
I'm pet sitting anyway. It is what it is. So I look, social media, it's kind of funny because I don't consider myself a social media guy, I'm on this platform. And I will look. And if I feel like it's more not the dating for the sense of getting to know Joey or me personally, but it's more like a status. It's a, look everybody, I'm dating somebody, or look at, I love this guy. I'm like, how the hell you gonna love me? And we ain't been out but one time. Like,
Right.
um, so that's one. Believe it or not, I had in my 40s, uh, I've had interactions where I feel there's this conflict with my commitment to my children.
Mm,
That's the quickest way for you to get delete. Forget the date, like
I
delete
agree.
out my phone. You can move on with that. And that's crazy to me, but I've had that happen. I've been told that. Um,
Hmm. And how
so
did it make you feel?
I was ready to hell. I could have got it right then and there. Like, but I wasn't raised that way. So I mean, I'll make sure you get home and all that. But conversation
Me
was
too.
like, it ain't matter what you said, how you look. And that's another thing that looks too. We talk about that in a minute. So mine are more, if you if you're trying to get in the way of how my life is positioned, with a lot of things I'm doing, um, how you carry yourself. Um, the drama is I'm at peace of mind. I'm very happy right now. Um, it hasn't always been like that because we all go through things. Um, and just if I can't see like this, nah,
It's a no go.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I get that. I mean, I haven't really dated. I've been single for just coming up on 6 years now.
okay,
And I did a little dating here or there, but I'm very selective
okay,
with dating. I'm very selective. Like just because we talk don't mean that I wanna go on a date with you or whatever, right? It's gotta be some type of chemistry there. Something.
okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So I've been on a few,
All right,
right?
all right.
And that's cool. It's cool. I mean, I agree with you.
Older or younger than you?
A little bit of both. I mean, you got to
Diff-
test the waters out because just because somebody, my thing is, an age is an age, right? It's just a number, right?
right,
So I can
right.
meet somebody that is 35, and
Okay,
like if I'm going to tune them out, right, because of their age, they may be like mentally where I need them to be or where I want them to be in life. So
right,
just because of your age, I'm not going to count you out, but you have to
right.
have something, you know, that interests me, that piques my interest. So I'm 10 up, 10 down.
Okay. Hey,
Well,
hey,
let me
do they
not
do
10 down. 5 down.
five of 'em. Do 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 they move? Do the age groups move the same? In today's age, do you see like the the guys younger than you move the same versus the older gentlemen?
You know what? I will probably, God, I think social media has got the world so crazy,
Ooh,
period, that the people that I have ran across, that's the only people I can speak on, is people that I ran across, like everybody's the